Welcome to Gemcraft Studio at Shop LC, where all your favorite jewelry projects begin. I'm Sara Lovecraft, and today we're creating the Wild Canyon necklace. The tools for today's project are bent chain nose pliers in tandem with our chain nose pliers for opening and closing our jump rings, a crimper tool for closing our crimp beads, and our cutter tool for cutting our bead stringing wire. This is an example of the project that we are creating today. We are using some beautiful faceted freshwater pearls in bronze, mahogany obsidian, magnesite, metal beads, and some size 8 seed beads in gold. We're also going to be using wire guardians in gold, crimp tubes, 6mm jump rings, a clasp, and some bead stringing wire. To get started, we're going to take our bead stringing wire and we are going to thread on one of our crimp tubes, and we're going to thread that on and hold that about 2 inches from the end of the beading wire. Then we're going to thread on our wire guardian. Take the wire up through the wire guardian. Then you're going to take the wire back down through the wire guardian. And then you're going to take the tail end of that wire, that's the short end, and you're also going to go back down through your crimp tube. Bring the crimp tube up close to the wire guardian and separate out the wires, making sure that they are running parallel inside the crimp tube. Once you are sure that those wires are running parallel inside that crimp tube, you're going to place this crimp tube into the back notch of your crimper tool. Give that a squeeze. Take it out of that back notch, turn it sideways, and place it into the front notch of the crimper tool. And then you're going to give that a squeeze. Now at this point, you can use your cutter tool to trim off the tail end of your wire, or you can take the wire through a few beads. We're going to run ours through the first 4 beads in our design. We're going to thread on 4 size 8 seed beads. And we're going to drop those down, and we're going to make sure to thread the tail end of our wire through those beads as well. Once you've threaded the tail end of your wire through a couple of beads, you can use your cutter tool and now trim off the excess wire. Cut as close to the last bead as you can. Make sure you're not cutting the long end of your wire. Now you're ready to proceed with your pattern. For our pattern, we are doing 4 seed beads, a magnesite bead, a mahogany obsidian bead, and then a metal bead. We're going to thread on one of our faceted freshwater pearls, another metal bead, a mahogany obsidian, a magnesite, and 4 more of our seed beads. Now we're simply going to repeat this pattern until we have made it to the end of our necklace. We should have 11 sections that look just like this. All right, once you've made it to the end of the necklace, you should have a little bit of bead stringing wire left over, and we are ready to crimp this end. You're going to thread on your crimp tube and your wire guardian. Going up through your wire guardian and then back down through your wire guardian. If you find that your wire is a little short, you can use your pliers to help guide the wire. And just like at the top of the necklace where we started, if you want to take that wire down through a couple of the beads at the end of your necklace, you can do that as well. Pull out any excess length that is there, making sure that your wire guardian and your crimp tube are up against the last bead. Make sure that the wires are not crisscrossing inside the crimp tube, and you're going to place that into the back notch of the crimper tool. Give that a squeeze. Turn it sideways, place it into the front notch of the crimper tool, and give that a squeeze. Now come in with your cutter to trim off the excess wire. Now we're ready to add the hardware to the end of our necklace. We're going to be using two 6mm jump rings and a clasp. You'll need your chain nose pliers and your bent chain nose pliers, or 2 pairs of regular chain nose pliers. Hold the 6mm jump ring between 2 pairs of pliers. Hold your non-dominant hand steady and use your dominant hand to twist to open the jump ring. Thread that jump ring onto one of the wire guardians at the end of your necklace. And before you close that back, go ahead and thread on your clasp. Hold the jump ring still, again, between 2 pairs of pliers, and twist to close the jump ring. Repeat this process on the other side of the necklace. Twist to open your jump ring, thread on your wire guardian, and twist to close. And your necklace is complete. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's project. Again, I'm Sara Lovecraft with Gemcraft Studio here at Shop LC. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our future content, and let us know in the comments section, what was your favorite bead in this project?